Let me tell you about how I learned what couch parade is, because up until a couple years ago, honestly, I didn't know. So I was in the Ukraine, in Kiev, speaking at an event. Me and a friend of mine, another speaker, decided to go out on the town. We went to a few clubs, we had a really good time, and then it was really late, and we had a ton of stuff to do the next day. It was time to go. So we get in a cab to go back to the Airbnb. As soon as we shut the door, the taxi driver asks, "Do you want to go get some girls?" Now, I'm a family man, so obviously that's not my cup of tea. But before I could even say no thank you, my friend was like, "Hell yeah, sure." At that point, I look at him and I'm like, "What the heck are you doing?" He's like, "Don't worry about it, don't worry about it." Anyway, so the driver proceeds to take us to a very seedy looking part of town. We end up in this neighborhood. We drive around the back of this building. We get out, go through the back door, up a narrow staircase. And then the driver bangs on a door. And no lie, this little window, like in those nightclubs, opens up and then it shuts again. And then you hear like a bunch of locks. And after a few seconds of that, this massive steel reinforced door opens up. And there is standing an older lady in her probably mid-50s. She motions us in, then sits us on a black leather couch. Then she leaves the room. When she comes back a few seconds later, she's followed by a train of about 5 young women, all in lingerie. They do one full lap around this living room that we're sitting in, and then stop in a row in front of us. The lady then asks if we're interested in any of them. Thankfully, my friend was not, and then after 2 more failed attempts at different places, we were finally able to get back to our Airbnb. But that was apparently a couch parade, and that's how I learned what those were.